Good morning, I'm Carol with the Fresh Chile Company, and welcome to my kitchen. And this morning I'm going to show you how to make a blooming onion. And these are wonderful hatch onions, and there is nothing sweeter than a hatch onion. They are incredible. I'm not particularly an onion lover, but I love these hatch onions. They are so good. And we at the Fresh Chile Company make a phenomenal onion salad dressing, and there are lots of other wonderful things that you can do with a hatch onion. So I'm going to show you this morning how to make a blooming onion, and there's a special way to cut them in order to make a blooming onion. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to clean this off a little bit, and we're going to start by cutting this down just below the head. You want to take about that much off. And then right at the root, you just want to take the hairs off of the root and leave that on. So you have this little eye thing on there. So then you're going to want to peel this extra skin off to get it cleaned up. And do that as quickly as you can without taking any extra layers off. So peel these. All this off. Once you get that, try not to peel too deep. Just get that outside layer off. And that's all there is to that. And now comes the fun part. So then you want to place this big flat side that we made. You want to place that face down, and you've got this little button end up. That's where the hair root part, that's where this part was. And you want that straight up. And then you're going to start and just go down and straight down. Then go across from that, and try not to go too far in, but just go all the way down and then down. And look how juicy this onion is. It is. I'm very fortunate I wear contacts because I don't cry when I cut an onion. But these are so sweet, you probably wouldn't cry anyway. These hatch onions are so sweet. So you don't want to go too far in because you don't want your onion to fall apart on you. And then go in the middle of those cuts and turn in the middle, and then just continue to do that all the way around. And hold your onion together. Who'd have ever thought this is how you made a blooming onion, right? And just continue to go in the middle, and you're going to end up with about 16 cuts. It's really kind of fun. I hear moose outside. And once you've gone all the way around, you've got all 16 cuts. Then you're going to turn this onion over and let it fall open and kind of help it along a little bit. In the middle, be careful. And give it just a minute to relax. If some of the cuts didn't cut all the way through, then kind of help it along. Some of them might need just a little bit of help. You can open it up. If you have too big of a bulb in the middle, one thing you can do is go back, and sometimes this will happen. If you have too big of a bulb in the middle that didn't get cut, you can go back and point your blade more in the middle and go in the middle like that, and just go in a couple of areas and go in the middle, and that will help to get that bulb to open up. But just don't, just go like this. And then that way it will help to open up your bulb a little bit. See, we got our bulb to open up a little more. There we go. So now you've got, and we're gonna let that rest while we make our flour. Our flour mixture is going to be cumin, paprika, the Hatch Spice blend from the Fresh Chile Company, and then some garlic powder, and 2 cups of flour. Now I've gone ahead and I have mixed this already into my bowl. And then some pepper. And I'll give you the denominations on this. So you can put this in a bowl, into a large bowl, and then put your flour mixture on it. Or if you're like me and you don't like a whole lot of cleanup, you can set it into a paper plate and then put your flour mixture onto it that way. So, and that's what I like to do. I like to just take it, stick it onto a paper plate, and you just need to be very careful when you lift it on. Okay, so you very carefully put your onion in your paper plate. Now, the flour mixture, and I have already put my flour mixture together, but the flour mixture has 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 tablespoon of paprika, 1 tablespoon of Hatch Spice blend, 1 teaspoon of garlic, and a half a teaspoon of coarse black pepper, and a half a teaspoon of cumin. Now, you can feel free to alter any of those measurements to your taste. My husband likes salt, quite a bit of salt. So if you want to add salt to that, feel free to do that, or you can salt it when it comes out of the air fryer. And what we do is we mix all of that up. I like to use one of these and just mix it all up really, really good. Now the onion has had time to kind of rest and open up. And once it's done this, now it's time to try to sprinkle some of this on here and get it all down in all the different layers. It's not going to stick real good just yet. We're fixing to make an egg and milk batter and get this on it a little bit better. And if you like yours like really, if you like a lot of chili seasoning and spices, you can also feel free to take your Hatch Spice blend and sprinkle a little more of that just directly on it too. That's really good. I love this stuff. Okay, so now that we've done that, what we're gonna do now is we're gonna make our egg and milk batter. We've got 2 eggs. And we're wanting 1 cup of water, and 1 cup of milk. Then we're going to take our onion, we're going to shake it. Very carefully, we're going to try not to let it fall apart on us. We're going to just shake it a little bit, and then we're going to drop it down inside this. Now I like to use something like this to kind of hold it together and drop it down in there so I don't get that all over my hands. And then kind of wiggle it around. And get that coated. And I'm going to take my spoon and just kind of throw that egg batter up on all of the petals of the onion. Because right now it kind of looks like a flower. So I'm just coating all of the petals really good. Set this back in my flour mixture. And we're going to coat it again. I'll let that drip a little bit. It opens up real nice. I'm going to set this to the side. And sometimes you lose a few. I'm going to try to lift this up a little bit. Shake it up. And then once we've got this really coated nicely, we're going to set it in another paper plate. don't want there to be too much flour going on here. I think we've got everything coated. Now, once you've got everything coated the way you like it, and I'm gonna sprinkle just a little bit more of this Hatch Spice blend on here, just for extra seasoning. And I think that makes it look pretty too. Now I'm gonna take this and we set this, I'm gonna wash my hands off because my hands have all this flour on it. So I'm gonna take this and set this in the refrigerator, and we let it cool for 10 minutes in the refrigerator while I set my my air fryer to 350 degrees for 10 minutes. That heats my air fryer up and it lets this bloomin' onion set. So that's in the fridge. And then we're gonna set this on 350 degrees for 10 minutes. And while that's in progress, I'm gonna clean my mess up and we'll start on the dip. This is a very simple recipe, and all we're going to need is a half a cup of sour cream. And those of you that know me personally know that I don't like sour cream. And so you're probably very shocked that I'm using sour cream. But it's good in recipes. So we're gonna use it today for this dip. And so here's a half a cup of sour cream. And then a half a cup of mayonnaise. Another of my least favorite things in the world. But they're good in recipes. So I'm gonna use the same amount, about a half a cup. And we could eyeball this, I guess. That's probably close enough. Equal parts of sour cream and mayonnaise. Get all that off of there. And then we're going to use probably about 2 tablespoons of ketchup. And those of you who haven't tried our version of ketchup, it is just incredible. Just the smell of it is just so unique, and I don't even like ketchup, but I love our ketchup. It's spicy, it's good, it's make you throw rocks at anybody else's ketchup, I'll tell you that right now. That's all you gotta do. These 3 things, mix them together, and you've got a really good dip for your bloomin' onion. Just mix that up really good. And then I would suggest you just stick it in the fridge until your bloomin' onion is ready to eat. So there you go. And it looks like it's time to put the bloomin' onion in. You heard it ding, so it's nice and hot. We have to make a little boat now with foil. So I'm gonna move this stuff out of the way. Transfer from the fridge to our boat. We just lift this up is nice and cool, right to the center. Pinch the corners. Pinch the corners. And as you see, we have a nice little boat here. We're gonna spray this really good. With vegetable oil, olive oil, avocado oil, whatever your oil of choice is. And you just spray it really, really good. We're gonna stick it in this, set the timer for it. And this is what it looks like. See, so it's really sprayed very nicely. We're gonna stick it in the basket. Sure it fits down in there nice. It's nice and warm in there. We're gonna set the timer for 25 minutes. And you know what, this onion was kind of big, so we're gonna set it for 30. And we're gonna look at different intervals, probably about every 10 minutes. I'm gonna open it back up and I'm gonna spray it again with oil. So every 10 minutes, check it. Spray it again. We want to keep it nice and crisp. Okay, so we've got our sauces already waiting on our onion to finish cooking. So this was the sauce that we made and we had in the refrigerator chilling. And I'm going to just add a little of our hatch spice blend right on top. Look how pretty that makes it.
The red or green?
Really nice. The red.
The red.
This is the red. And then I'm gonna make another bowl with our, have any of you tried our salsa rojo? This stuff is incredible. I thought it might be fun to have a bowl of the salsa rojo out here for those of us that like a little bit extra. So we're gonna try that. I love this stuff. Whew, that put a zing on your guitar. That is so good.
That's red jalapeno.
Okay. Oh, ding, did y'all hear that? Talk about ready. We're gonna pull this out. Oh man. Oh, that smells so good.
I'll be the judge of that.
Look at this. That's hot. Hot, 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 hot. So you just pull out your little boat. I'm gonna get rid of this thing because I don't want to burn myself. I'm gonna knock it in the floor. What do you think of there, Mac?
I think it looks great.
So, looks kind of like an onion you put on a hat. Okay, I'm gonna open up our little boat so everybody can see this pretty little onion. You know what, when you have an onion this size, it might not be a bad idea to test one of the bigger leaves and see if you need to cook it 5 more minutes or something. Let's do that.
Twist my arm. Ooh,
It's gonna be hot.
it's hot. Ooh, but it's tender, comes off nice.
Okay,
I'm gonna try this one first.
you're gonna try that one?
Yeah.
I'm gonna try this one.
Okay. That is really good, baby. With the hatchet.
Look good.
Oh, super good.
Ooh,
Now, if you want a little more heat,
ooh.
this salsa rojo is 60% red jalapeno roasted, pureed with avocado oil,
Whoa!
and it will give you a kick.
Do you think it needs 5 more minutes or not?
I do. I think it needs another 5 minutes or so, but it's so good.
But we're still eating on it.
Oh man, they're
Okay.
both amazing.
I'm gonna try this one.
That one's hot. This is the other sauce you made with the hatchet, baby, is Killer good.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's killer good.
I would never know that has mayonnaise and sour cream.
Just like mayonnaise.
And it's amazing.
Or sour cream, what's wrong with it?
But I love that. And that ketchup is what did it. Just
Awesome.
put it right over the top.
Awesome. It's so good.
So
Awesome
good.
Blossom
Awesome.
with Carol's awesome sauce.
Well, it's the hatch onion.
The hatch onion is certainly helping the process, but this is amazing. Hatchup is so good.
We're not going to be able to cook that 5 more minutes, but we're going to eat it all.
It's good like it is. Probably could use another 5 minutes, but
Okay, let's just, here we go.
right there.
Done.
Yeah. Now, y'all know you could do this in a deep fryer, and it might even be a little better, but it ain't gonna be as good for you.
Won't be as healthy.
Yeah.
We're all about health.
Yeah, today. Another day we may try it in a deep fryer. Honey,
He might.
your sauce is killer. Good
Thank
job.
you.
I mean, killer.
Okay, he's going to eat
And
this.
that was her concoction. She came up with it today. I don't think you ever made that before. I never tasted that.
Never have.
You guys need to try this. She's a great cook. Got great ideas.
Come get some bloomin' onions.
Get some bloomin' onion and
From
some,
the Fresh Chile Company. You can order them online right now.
Oh yeah,
They
you can.
just, well, you can't order the bloomin', but you can order those big
order
old
the onions.
beautiful onions. They're, you can order these onions online right now. These beautiful.
My dad and I went out and picked these yesterday. We didn't pick them because they were picking them in the field, but that's what they look like. You can't order the red yet, but you will be able to. But these are a sweet yellow onion. Oh, and they were picked yesterday. And so when you order our onions, they'll be coming a few days after they were picked, not weeks like most onions. So, have a great day. Eat more chili,
Eat more onions?
more onion,
More hatch onions.
more hatchup, and you know this salsa verde is incredible on this too. It's a nice mix.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.